And just took a picture. And supposedly she lost it, Your Honor. Yeah.
She had it on her hand. I love it. Love it. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $26.12. Your counterclaims dismissed. That's all.
Party Judge may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Off-road family fun takes a dangerous turn.
He comes around the corner and I tried to swerve out of the way, but it was too late.
You had to be going much faster than he was going. Otherwise, you would be probably dead.
Judge Judy.
Don't trust anybody. You try to do well and help somebody out, and that's all they do is take advantage of you. She gave it to me as an early birthday gift. She was going to go show her family that we were going to get engaged. I never showed my family the ring. I am moving on with my life.
All winter, it was in the 70s up here.
Right now at 5, 70s in the winter, but now a snow day in May. Mother Nature must need a calendar as a cold spring storm brings snow and rain and forces us all to put out the jackets and umbrellas. The news starts right now.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 5 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening. I'm Kat Harvey.
And I'm Paul Majors. It doesn't feel like mid-May outside. It even looks cold out there. This is a live look from Sky 2, looking out over the San Fernando Valley, where dark, ominous clouds continue to linger this afternoon. No rain right now, but still no sunshine.
Well, fortunately, these people kept their umbrellas handy earlier today. They were needed around the lunch hour in downtown LA when the clouds opened up. And a light shower just wet the sidewalks and city streets. Not much, but we'll take what we can get.
And things have cleared out enough for people to flock to the Santa Monica Pier. Pretty busy there. It's definitely not typical Southern California beach weather. Here's Jackie Johnson with the first check of the forecast. Jackie.
Thank you so much, Paul and Pat. Happy Friday, everyone. Well, although it looks pretty dreary out there, the storm system is moving out. So we still just have a few snow flurries in the mountain areas where we did see about 1 to 6 inches of snow. There is still a winter weather advisory until 9 p.m. tonight, and a few light showers right around the Hemet area, Lake Elsinore, Temecula, seeing a few sprinkles. But for the most part, this area of low pressure that not only brought us rain and mountain snow and thunderstorms, but it is moving out and taking with it all the wet weather and also the cloud cover. We do expect to see some clearing this weekend and some warmer temperatures just in time for your Mother's Day. I'll have more on your weekend and extended forecasts coming up. Pat, back to you.
All right. Happy Friday indeed, Jackie. Fresh snow-covered spring flowers and piled up on car hoods in Wrightwood. It was pretty to look at, but ski resorts say they would have needed much more snow to even consider opening for the weekend. But business owners hope the spring storm will bring more tourists up the mountain.
A late season storm blanketed mountain communities all over. And even though most of the area resorts are closed, residents welcome the winter blast. CBS 2 Inland Empire reporter Tom Waite spent the day in Big Bear.
Highway 18 to Big Bear in May is not usually a scene of snow and ice, but a rare spring storm transformed the mountains. In Big Bear Village, the snow didn't last long, but it was enough to bring some families to the area.
We're from Rancho Santa Margarita.
The Fisher family decided the unusual snow event was reason enough to check out Big Bear.
We were by the beach 2 days ago enjoying the sunshine, and we thought we'd take advantage of this little snowstorm.
You never know when your brother might end up nailing with a snowball.
Nope, never know.
Locals say the timing of the snow is not great because the resorts are already closed, but the lake will still benefit.
Too little, too late. Well, we needed it, so I guess it's not too late. We got it. Better than nothing.
All winter, it was in the 70s up here.
The snow here was so unexpected that the Snow Summit staff actually expected to open for their summer season today.
And mountain biking, scenic sky chair, hiking, barbecue at the top, and we get this. So we're postponing our season summer opening for 1 more week.
The storm packed enough punch to give kids the day off in the Rim of the World district. The Fisher kids also got out of some work and definitely enjoyed the winter in May.
I predict that we will have lots of fun.
In Big Bear, Tom Waite, CBS 2 News.
The storm caused a huge tree to crash down onto some cars and also damaged a historic home in Anaheim. The tree came down late last night on the house that was built in 1908 on Lemon and Adele Streets. A neighbor took photos of the damaged cars. Now, you can barely see them underneath the branches of the 100-year-old oak tree, and also clipped a power line. Public Works crews were out all morning clearing the mess. The uprooted tree also damaged the roof of an apartment on the historic property. No one was hurt.
I was sitting on my bed and it got really quiet. I thought it was weird because it was raining so hard. It got quiet, and then all of a sudden you hear this loud boom, and my whole house shook like just one big jolt. I thought it was an earthquake.
Public Works employees say a combination of rain and the tree's age caused it to uproot.
Severe weather continues across the Plains states. Look at this massive tornado caught on camera in northern Texas. Storm chasers captured this monster churning on the ground yesterday about 40 miles north of Dallas. They also captured other tornadoes touching down across Texas and Oklahoma. Bridge Creek outside of Oklahoma City was hard hit. About 24 homes and businesses have been destroyed.
The storm also caused widespread flooding around Dallas. This is DFW, where roads in and out of the airport were underwater. Just north of Dallas, flash flooding quickly brought up to 2 feet of water inside some homes. Intersections were flooded and many roads were impassable. And a lightning strike ignited this fire at a gas well in Denton, Texas, just north of Dallas. The fire broke out inside a tank, which caused an explosion. No injuries were reported, and the fire is now out.
It was an emotional day for friends and family members of Erica Alonso. She disappeared in February, and her body was found last month near Ortega Highway. A memorial was held today. CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Geely was there.
I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until we find the person who did this.
A promise from Erica Alonso's father to his daughter on the day the Laguna Hills woman was laid to rest. The 28-year-old's body was found in a dry creek bed off of Ortega Highway 11 days ago. Alonso had been missing since Valentine's Day. Authorities report that she was last seen at her on-again, off-again boyfriend's Irvine residence. The pair had allegedly gotten into an argument. The victim's father says he has not spoken to that man.
We were expecting him to come forward and say, "I'm with you. I want to help searching for Erica and do something." I don't know what happened. He never did that. I don't know.
The autopsy was inconclusive, no obvious sign of death. But further testing by investigators continues. Erica Alonso's dad thinks his daughter is the victim of a homicide.
I'm pretty sure that she was murdered by someone. I don't know who. I wish I could have a clue who did this.
The coroner is awaiting toxicology on Erica Alonso. In Laguna Hills, Michelle Geely, CBS 2 News.
The Riverside man who murdered his ex-girlfriend and her 2 young children will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Selvin Rodriguez broke into Laura Riveriano's home nearly 3 years ago and attacked her with a butcher knife before killing her 2 children. He was paralyzed in a shooting confrontation with police when he tried to escape. Rodriguez was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
The hunt is on for a sexual predator in Rancho Cucamonga who's attacked 2 women in the last week. Both of the attacks were on Milliken Avenue. His first victim was able to escape Saturday night, but a second victim was sexually assaulted Monday night. This is a sketch of the suspect. Both women say the attacker is in his late 30s or 40s, 5'11" to 6 feet tall, and about 200 pounds. If you recognized him, you're urged to call the Rancho Cucamonga Police Department.
New details are emerging in the police shooting of an unarmed homeless man in Venice. And as CBS 2's Dave Lopez explains, the LAPD may release more information soon.
His Venice street friends said today the body of 29-year-old Brendan Glenn will be shipped back to his native New York in the next few days, where his young son lives with his grandmother and sister. And the identity of the LAPD officer who shot and killed him could be made public late Monday afternoon, or perhaps the chief will make the announcement himself on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, he usually makes remarks after the police commission. I suspect he'll make a few remarks afterwards to talk a little bit about how the investigation is progressing, but I don't think he'll discuss too much about the case in particular.
One thing can prevent the naming of that officer publicly: death threats against him.
If there's any threats, we won't release the name until we've had a chance to vet out those threats and determine if they're valid or not.
According to police sources, this is the officer on the far right on crutches who fired the shots that killed Glenn. He was at the scene just before noon the day after the shooting. Sources say he was there to do a quick walkthrough, but that he had been treated at the hospital for ligament damage to his knee and was on medication, and the thorough sit-down recorded interview that he must go through was to be delayed until sometime today.
He wasn't belligerently drunk.
Today on the street, his friends said that Glenn had been drinking for hours before the shooting occurred. And when he was drinking, he had a tendency to go up and hug strangers, and that bothered many people. And all he wanted to do was get money to help feed his dog.
He was trying to get money for his dog to eat. And the bouncers didn't like that.
He said there was some shoving after that, and someone called 911. Can that be made public anytime soon?
Well, our department policies, we don't release 911 tapes. At all.
So no release of the 911 tape or the security video that shows the altercation that leads up to the shooting. A shooting that Chief Beck has already said troubles him. From downtown Los Angeles, Dave Lopez, CBS 2 News.
2 days before her first Mother's Day, a nurse and new mom was killed by a suspected drunk driver. 32-year-old Marissa Vasquez's family says she was on her way to her nursing job last night when 37-year-old Michael Daniel Gardner allegedly hit her in Pomona. Police say Gardner was driving a stolen vehicle. He now faces manslaughter charges. Vasquez's family says she leaves behind a fiancé and a daughter who is about to turn 1. A woman is hospitalized for smoke inhalation after this house fire overnight in Downey. Flames broke out around 3 a.m. on Telegraph Road. The homeowner tried fighting the flames with a garden hose before firefighters arrived. He says he believes his partner was smoking in bed and that she may have started the fire.
The threat level has been increased from A to B at U.S. military bases across North America, and that means there will be more random bag and vehicle checks and heightened vigilance. The head of the U.S. Northern Command authorized the new threat level, but says it is not due to any specific event.
Well, still ahead of 5, it's Mother's Day weekend, but see how some scam artists are using the holiday to rip you off.
And an airplane crashes and catches fire on a busy Atlanta freeway. 4 people are killed, and why it's still being called a miracle.
A 13-year-old girl fights back against an intruder. Her brave struggle caught on camera. Now police say her attacker is behind bars.
Plus, meet the lucky local mom getting a diamond for Mother's Day thanks to the kind words from her daughter.
I'm Lisa Siegel on Health Watch. Do newborns need more time before their cord is cut? Plus, an eye-opening moment for an American doctor months after being treated for Ebola. I'll explain coming up.
Aerial coverage from Sky 2 is brought to you by Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less.
Hey, you can help with that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, in 5 years' time, we could be walking around a zoo with the sun shining down over me and you. And there'll be love in the bodies of the elephants too. And I'll put my hands over your eyes, but you'll peek through and there'll be love.
Introducing the one and only Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon, the sportier utility vehicle.
Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has half-carat solitaires for $4.99, 1-carat $9.90, 2-carat solitaires for $19.90, and 1-carat studs are $5.99. We have most sizes and grades of GIA diamonds, guaranteed the lowest price. Buy direct, the jewelry exchange in Tustin.
Come on, Serena.
All right, Rocket. 5, 6. Well, I bet we can do it even
It took tennis legend Serena Williams, fencing champion Tim Morehouse, and the Rockettes years to master their craft, but only moments to master paying bills at Chase.com, depositing checks at the ATM, and transferring funds on the mobile app. Technology designed for you, so you can easily master the way you bank.
It's Sammy's Camera No Tax Mother's Day Sale. Save $100 on Canon's PowerShot SX400 digital camera with 16 megapixel sensor and 30 times optical zoom. Now only $129 plus no tax at Sammy's Camera.
Do you have tough cleaning jobs around your house? Calcium deposits, lime, rust stains, yuck. Well, clean up fast with CLR. CLR's powerful formula blasts through tough cleaning problems inside and outside the house. It tackles buildup on shower heads, even coffee pots. And CLR has an EPA designed for the environment seal, so it's safer for your family and the planet. CLR, tough on yuck, gentle on everything else.
CLR is available at these fine stores.
He was an icon to generations.
He's Dad.
Now, for the first time, Leonard Nimoy's daughter reveals cherished memories.
He was so ever-present and a constant in my life.
Never before seen pictures and details on the illness her dad battled.
I'm going to miss him forever. I love him always.
How she's honoring his final wish. Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 5 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
An incredible sight during the morning rush hour in Atlanta. A small plane engulfed in flames in the middle of a busy interstate. The fire prevented anyone from rescuing the people inside. All 4 were killed in the crash, but amazingly, no one on the ground was injured. Witnesses say the plane grazed the hood of a tractor trailer and nearly took out a traffic light before crashing. The Piper PA-32 had engine trouble shortly after taking off from DeKalb Peachtree Airport. Federal investigators will now reconstruct the plane to determine what caused it to go down. And an Uber driver took a plunge after his vehicle was pushed off an elevated parking garage. It happened late last night at the CVS at the corner of Santa Monica and La Cienega Boulevards. The Uber driver was about to pick up passengers when the driver of an SUV, who appeared to have fallen asleep, struck him, pushing his vehicle over the side of an interior wall in the parking structure. The driver had to climb through the window to get out. No one was seriously injured.
A newly remodeled health care clinic is now open and ready to serve thousands of uninsured and undocumented people in the South LA area. The Eisner Medical Center has expanded, offering primary care and dental help for all ages. A nonprofit agency runs the one-stop clinic. It also offers patients access to a case manager who can help them with everything from transportation to getting food for their families. One of the clinic's dentists says many of his patients need this type of facility.
There was one patient that I just saw last Friday who came in. She's had a toothache for the last 3 to 4 years. We were actually able to get her out of the pain by starting a procedure.
The Eisner Medical Center is now more than 7,000 square feet.
70 years ago today, America and its allies declared victory over Nazi Germany in Europe. The day is known as Victory in Europe Day, or VE Day, to commemorate the anniversary. Dozens of vintage military aircraft from World War II took flight over the National Mall today. CBS 2's Mark Albert reports.
Slicing through blue skies, 56 World War II aircraft flew in warbird formations Friday over the nation's capital. The hour-long flyover marked the 70th anniversary of the hard-fought victory in Europe.
But I made it.
Won by veterans like 90-year-old Clarence Walters, an Army infantryman from Indiana who stormed Omaha Beach on D-Day.
Well, it's quite an honor to be here, I know that.
Walters' daughter said he was hospitalized just 2 months ago, but determined to lay a wreath for those killed.
I appreciate what him and his fellow soldiers did for us.
Organizers say the ceremony to honor VE Day is the largest event here at the World War II Memorial since it was dedicated 11 years ago.
We must never forget why World War II was fought and how it was won.
400,000 Americans died in the 4-year struggle against Germany, Italy, and Japan. 60 million died worldwide.
We will continue to mark the passing of anniversaries like this one, so that memory never fades into complacency.
One vintage plane had to cut its flight short. This Grumman TBM Avenger had a mechanical problem that forced the pilot to break formation and land at Reagan National Airport. Mark Albert, CBS 2 News.
Even after VE Day in 1945, World War II continued for another 3 months in the Pacific, and more Allied troops died. Victory in Japan was not declared until August 14th, 1945, when Japan surrendered unconditionally.
2 clever kids in Orange County each won a diamond to give to their moms on Mother's Day. CBS 2's Kai Goldberg spoke to one of the winners.
The warm hearth.
Sunday is Mother's Day. Instead of flowers, why not diamonds?
And it's shiny and it holds memories.
10-year-old Neha Abbas is honoring her mother in a very special way this year.
How did she express so intensely and such purity and innocence that she put in those words, and it's amazing.
Neha is giving her mom Farzana diamonds this Mother's Day. Neha is the winner of an essay contest put on by Gallery of Diamonds in Santa Ana. With just 22 words, her homage to her mother was chosen as the best out of nearly 20,000 entries. Just ask Judge Sue Wells.
They have to really think succinctly. They have to use similes and metaphors and everything that, all figurative language, and cram it all into something about somebody that they love and care about.
Neha's essay sparkles. Just listen.
The warm hearth that has blazed me into myself, that has brightened the way through darkness, my mom glows with diamond-like radiance.
The tradition of honoring Mom with pencil and paper began in 1993 when Diamond Mike presented the first set of carrots.
I think it's the sincerity of the contest which makes it so wildly successful.
As Neha's mom accepts her shiny new Mother's Day gift, she says she'll always look at it to reflect on the bond that she shares with her daughter.
Being chosen to be the diamond winner, and those words gonna echo in my ears for the rest of my life.
If you're thinking about submitting an essay for next year's contest, one piece of advice: get right to the point and make sure you tell them why your mom is so very special on Mother's Day. Reporting from Santa Ana, Kai Goldberg, CBS 2 News.
That's nice.
That's very nice.
You know, moms do so much, and we all know that.
Yeah.
That it should be Mother's Day like at least once a month.
You're right.
I'm serious.
At least.
This is my gift from my daughter.
That's
Came in the
nice.
mail today.
Oh, nice.
Early. She remembered.
Yeah.
So.
If she didn't.
Well, you're a great mother, so she, yeah.
Thank you, Jackie.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. And all the mothers deserve some nice weather, right?
Yes.
For Mother's Day.
Yes, Jackie.
And it looks like we are going to get it. So Mother Nature, also mother, is cooperating. The weather's starting to cooperate as well. Take a look. We've got Sky 2 just shooting this gorgeous shot of downtown. It's just nice to see a change in the weather here in Southern California. We've had some pretty ominous clouds over the last few days. We had thunderstorm activity, mountain snow, and rain. Pretty good amounts. Many areas getting about a quarter inch of rain. And take a look at this from our Wrightwood camera. I love the way this looks. We had at least 1 to 3 inches of snow anywhere above 5,000 feet over the last 24 hours. We still have a winter weather advisory, although the snow is tapering off. The fog is starting to move in. So that was just 2 beautiful live shots. Great to live here in Southern California, isn't it? All right, taking a look at our Doppler radar, much different from what it was yesterday. Very active. We had lightning strikes yesterday at this time, but right now we're just seeing some hit or miss sprinkles here and there, and also a little bit of mountain snow now above 6,000 feet. Here is the area of low pressure. So it is moving out. However, I think in our mountain areas, especially in San Bernardino, we are still going to see some activity tonight. So we're not totally out of the woods just yet. So there is a winter weather advisory in effect through 9 p.m. tonight for the mountain areas. And again, now it looks like the snow levels will stay above about 6,000 feet, but temperatures well below average. So not only was it wet out there and cloudy, but it was also cool, and it is breezy. We've got gusty winds coming in out of the south and west, and temperatures this evening already dipping down into the upper 50s from Van Nuys, downtown LA, upper 50s in Lancaster, 61 degrees in Riverside, 34 in Big Bear, 62 now in Oxnard. So what's going on is we had that area of low pressure producing lift. We had plenty of instability to produce thunderstorm activity yesterday and even early this morning. That is getting moved out, and high pressure is building in just in time for the weekend. So tomorrow will be that day of transition. It's not going to be the prettiest day tomorrow, but at least we'll start to see more and more sunshine. The good news is for the mothers on Mother's Day, after the marine layer burns off, it's going to be a beautiful day. Maybe take your mother to a late brunch. Let's take a look at the futurecast. It shows where and when we'll see the wet weather. There's your timestamp up there. So take a look. 7 p.m. tonight, we still have some activity in the mountains of San Bernardino and Riverside counties, and then that slowly tapers off, and then just some hit or miss showers, mainly from a marine layer into tomorrow morning. So Saturday morning might not be the prettiest start to the day, but we will see partly cloudy skies by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures will stay cool, mid to upper 60s and then low 70s inland. Mother's Day, we will see the marine layer along the coast, then it will clear up. 60s at the beaches, 73 in the LA and OC metro areas, 79 inland and in the valleys, and then a little warm up into early next work week, and then the return of the May gray, which will keep our temperatures on the mild side come the middle to the end of next week. Pat and Paul, back back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Jackie. And for all you Annie Oakleys out there, a reminder, LA's gun buyback program is tomorrow. I mean, if you're a mom and you own a gun, you can turn in any unwanted guns, no questions asked, and get a valuable gift card in return.
The drop-off is tomorrow from 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. You can find the drop-off locations and more details at cbsla.com/gun buyback.
Well, still ahead here at 5, injections not needed. The new topical filler some women claim is removing their wrinkles.
Also, a violent attack on a gay couple in New York City. Police release new video of the suspect.
A father uses his daughter and Girl Scout cookie sales to run a scam.
And President Obama says members of his own party and some of his dearest friends are just wrong. Why he took them to task today.
Weather on CBS 2 is sponsored by Jerome's Furniture. With Jerry's price, there's no gimmicks or phony sales, just pure value every day.
Jerome's offers room packages starting at just $8.99. That price gets you the 7-piece room you see here. We have many styles and colors to choose from, like this reclining room package for only $9.99. At Jerome's, we make transformation easy while giving you the look and value you want. Transform your room today with same-day delivery, available only at Jerome's.
Jerome's Furniture in Murrieta, Corona, Rancho Cucamonga, South Bay, and now open in Anaheim and Laguna Hills.
Think your mom will like this cool bag, or this cute top, or this jewelry box? Go to Ross. You'll save so much you could get her all 3. And just because she'll say,
"You shouldn't have."
Of course you should. She's your mom.
Mother's Day at Ross.
To crave and save. Marie Callender's brings you handcrafted meals and amazing deals. The Crave and Save menu, $6 to $9. Gooey gourmet grilled cheese with bacon. Quiche with a handmade buttery crust. Hearty fish and shrimp plate. Oh yeah, Crave and Save breakfast, served all day. The new Crave and Save menu, 16 handcrafted meals for just $6 to $9. And come on in to see which delicious pie is on sale for just $7.99.
SMR indicator to helium.
And there they are, 57 million miles from Earth.
How does it look? Here I go. Roger.
Now he's exited the module, and we are one step from Mars.
1201, the optical.
Never miss a moment. Uverse has more live TV channels on the go than cable.
This dress is $59 at department stores, but if you want to pay less than $23, you gotta go to Ross.
There was a big rebound in hiring last month. 223,000 jobs, I should say, were added to the U.S. labor market in April, bringing the unemployment rate down to 5.4%. That's the lowest it's been in nearly 7 years. More than 200,000 jobs have been added 13 of the last 14 months. In March, only 85,000 jobs were added, but economists now say that was more than likely an anomaly fueled by bad weather and the after effects of the West Coast ports dispute.
President Obama is defending a controversial Pacific Rim free trade deal. The president appeared at Nike headquarters today in Beaverton, Oregon, and he argued that Nike would be among the U.S. companies benefiting from the global pact, saying it would help the shoe and clothing manufacturer create 10,000 jobs. The deal would remove trade tariffs and lower import-export costs. But critics, including many Democrats, say the pact encourages low-cost foreign labor, which hurts U.S. manufacturing jobs.
And they're my fellow travelers on minimum wage and on job training and on clean energy and on every progressive issue. They're right there with me. And then on this one, they're like whooping on me. On this issue, on trade, I actually think some of my dearest friends are wrong.
The U.S. is among 12 nations that have been negotiating the trade partnership deal since 2009.
Up next here at 5 o'clock, do LAPD officers know how to properly handle mentally ill patients? We'll see what's being done.
Also, the suspect who attacked a San Jose teen inside her home has been captured. Details on the arrest.
A posthumous promotion as the New York City police officer shot and killed in the line of duty is laid to rest.
The result is immediate and shocking.
People who use it swear by it. A topical filler for removing wrinkles. We'll tell you the science behind it next in Health Watch.
At El Pollo Loco, our new carne asada entrees start with fire grilled steak with smoky chipotle salsa on our tacos, fresh pico on our tostada, and poblano sauce in our burrito. It's a dance of flavors you can taste. Try our new carne asada entrees. El Pollo Loco. Carne is here.
California soul. When you hear the beat, you want to pat your feet, and you got to move, cause it's really
California is a big state, and with best-in-class 29 miles per gallon highway, Ram's got it covered. Buy one during the Ram Memorial Day event and receive $1,000 trade-in bonus cash. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab 4x2 for $219 a month.
What happens when you get your free quote on auto insurance through the Auto Club?
The amount of money I was saving was staggering.
I was speechless. I'm not usually speechless. It's amazing how much money I saved and what I could do with it.
Added coverage that I didn't already have and saved me hundreds of dollars.
I immediately thought of our girls. It could help with their education. It meant a lot for our family.
The savings could surprise you too. You could save up to $386 a year. Compare that to State Farm, Allstate, or Farmers. You could save even more with AAA discounts. Switch now and get a $100 travel certificate. Best of all, get the service we're famous for and peace of mind.
Really wonderful thing is that I'm not just saving money with AAA. I trust them. I couldn't be happier with the service.
AAA is the best kept secret in auto insurance.
I had no idea they would be this good.
If you want to save, you gotta call.
Call 888-373-5561. The Auto Club. So easy, so smart, so switch.
He taught me how to ride my bike. He's the coach for my baseball team. They help me with my math homework. He holds my hand while we watch scary movies. Because the things he does helps all of us.